Welcome to the Control-M Control Resources video. In this video, you will learn about control resources and how to use them in a job. A control resource is a physical or logical device that a job uses, such as a disk drive, table, database, or other shared resource. A control resource is either used exclusively by one job or shared by multiple jobs that use the resource at the same time. When a job uses a resource exclusively, any job requests for this resource, in either a shared state or exclusive state, are not submitted until the resource is released by the first job. Control-M verifies that the resource is available in its required state before executing a job. Here's a simple example where you have three jobs that all have a hard disk as a control resource. Job E1 backups the disk, Job S1 reads data from the disk, and Job S2 also reads data from the disk. Job E1 has exclusive control over the disk, and the other two jobs have shared control over the disk. When Job E1 is running, Jobs S1 and S2 won't run. Jobs S1 and S2 can both run at the same time. If Job S1 is running, Job S2 can be submitted and vice versa. If Job E1 requests the resource while either or both Jobs S1 and S2 are running, Job E1 won't run. Next, let's look at how you add a resource to a job and also see how both types of resources work. In the planning domain, we have the three jobs from the example. We'll add a control resource to a job. In the Job Properties, click the Prerequisites tab, and then click Plus in the Control Resources area. In the Resource Name field, we'll enter the name of the resource. And under Type, we'll select Exclusive. For the two other jobs, the resource Disk1A was added previously as a shared resource. Let's order the workspace and see how the jobs run. In the monitoring domain, we see that both jobs S1 and S2 are running, while the E1 job is waiting for the resource to be exclusively available. Now that S1 and S2 have finished running, Job E1 starts executing. You can see which jobs are currently using resources by opening the Control Resources window under the Tools menu or in the Tools domain. Here is a list of the resources currently being used and which type of resource it is. If you want to see which jobs are using the resource, you can click View Jobs Folders. Auto Refresh is selected by default. You can toggle it off or on. The default refresh time interval is 60 seconds. You can change this in the Advanced Options area from the File menu. Or you can click Refresh Resources to update the display immediately. You can filter the display according to these fields. If a resource is non-functional or out of service, and you want to temporarily prevent jobs from running that use this resource, you can add the control resource here in the Control Resource window. When the resource becomes available again, just delete the resource. Thank you for watching this video.